Today we are going to discuss about some blood supply of female genital organ, that is the uterus. Branches of internal iliac artery called the uterine arteries supply blood to the uterus. Uterine artery give off branches called the arcuate arteries, shaped like a bow that are arranged in a circular fashion in the myometrium. Myometrium means muscles of the uterus. These arteries branch into radial arteries that penetrate deeply into the myometrium. Just before the branches enter the endometrium, they divide into two kinds of the arteries. A straight arterial supply the statium basilis with the material needed to regenerate the statium functionalis, means the inner layer of the uterus, which shutter down at the time of the menses. A spiral arteriole supply the statium functionalis and change marbled during the menstrual cycle. So this statium functionalis is the internal layer of the uterus which shutter down on menses, change markedly due to the menstrual cycle. Blood leaving the uterus is drained by the uterine veins into the internal iliac vein. Extensive blood supply of the uterus is essential to support the growth of a new stratum functionalis, which removed at the time of maturation, after maturation, implantation of a fertilized ovum, and the development of a placenta. Cervix mucus. The secretion cells of the mucosa of the cervix. Cervix is a mouth of uterus, which connects with the vagina. Produce a secretion called the cervical mucus. And this cervical mucus, a mixture of water, glycoprotein, lipids, enzymes, and inorganic salts. During their reproductive years, female secretes 20 to 60 ml of cervical mucus per day. Cervical mucus is more hospitable to sperms at or near the time of ovulation because it is then less viscous and more alkaline, pH 8.5. At another time, a more viscous mucus forms a cervical plug that physically impedes sperm penetration. Cervical mucus supplies supplements the energy need of sperm, and both the cervix and cervical mucus protect sperm from phagocytes and the hostile environment of the vagina and uterus. Cervical mucus play may also play a role in capacitation, a secretion of a functional changes that sperms undergo in the female reproductive system. Track before they are able to fertilize a secondary oocyte. Capacitation causes the sperm cell's tail to beat even more vigorously, and it prepares the sperm cell's plasma membrane to fuse with the oocyte plasma membrane. Vagina. Vagina sheath is a tubular 10 centimeter 4 inches long fibromuscular canal lined with a mucous membrane and extend from the exterior of the body to the uterine cervix. It is acceptable for the penis during sexual intercourse, the outlet for menstrual flow, and passage for the children birth. Situation between the urinary bladder and the rectum, the vagina is directed upward, superiorly and posteriorly, where it attached to the uterus. A recess called the fornix arch of wall surround the vagina attached to the cervix. When properly inserted, a contraceptive diaphragm rests in the fornix where it is held in a place as it covers cervix. The mucus of the vagina is continuous with that of the uterus. Histologically, it consists of non-characterized stratified squamous epithelium, areolar connective tissues that lies in a series of transverse folds called the RUBB. Dendrite cells in the mucosa are antigen-presenting cells described antigen-presenting cells. Unfortunately, unfortunately, they also participate in the transmission of the virus. For example, HIV virus, the virus that causes AIDS. So female during intercourse with an infected male. The mucosa of the vagina contains large stores of the glycogen, the decomposition which produces organic acid. As you have seen that the whole female organ vagina is a length of 4 inches except the male organ, and is a passage for the sperms as well as passage for the urine as well as passage for the fetus to come out from this root at the time of childbirth. And this vagina is attached to the cervix. And as we have seen, the mucosa of the vagina is continuous with that of the uterus. Histologically, it is made up of non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium and adenoid connective tissues. But this passage, unfortunately, also in a transmission of virus, for example, HIV, a virus that causes AIDS to a female during intercourse with an infected male. The mucosa vagina contains large stores of the glycogen, the decomposition of which produces organic acid. So the vagina is acidic in nature. It protects from the external infection also. The resulting acidic environment retard microbial growth, but it also is harmful to sperms. Alkaline composition of the semen of the male, mainly from the savanna vesicles, raise the pH of the fluid in the vagina and increase viability of the sperm. The muscularis is composed of an outer circular layer and an inner longitudinal layer of smooth muscles that can stretch considerably to accommodate the penis during sexual intercourse in childbirth. During childbirth, because child head is about 13 centimeters higher, and it's difficult to come from that passage. So it's more flexible muscles. The adventitia, the superficial layer of the vagina, consists of areolar connective tissue. It anchors the vagina to adjust organs such as the urethra and urinary bladder anterior and the rectum and anal canal posterior. A thin fold of the vascularis mucosal membrane called the hymen membrane form a border around the partial close the inferior end of the vagina, opening to the exterior vaginal orifice. After its rupture, usually following the first sexual intercourse, only remnant of the hymen remains. Sometimes the hymen completely covers the orifice is condition called the imperforate hymen. Surgeons may be needed to open the orifice, permit the discharge of natural flow. Vulva. The other part is known as the vulva. The term vulva to wrap around a potendum refer to the external genitalia of the female. The following component comprise the vulva. Anterior to the vagina and urethral orifice is the mons pubic mountain, an elevation of the adipose tissue covering by the skin and pores of pubic hairs and cushion the pubic symphysis. From the mons pubis, two longitudinal folds of the skin, the two longitudinal folds of the skin, the labia lips, majora larger, extend inferiorly and posteriorly. The singular term is labia majus. Labia majora are covered by the pubic hairs and contain an abundance of adipose tissues, sebaceous oil glands, and apocrine seminiferous sweat glands. They are homologous to the scrotum. Medial to the labia majora are two smaller folds of the skin called the labia minora smaller. The singular term is labia minus. Unlike the labia majora, the labia minora are devoid of the pubic hair and fat, have a few sudoriferous glands, but they do contain many sebaceous glands. The labia minora are homologous to the spongy canine urethra. The clitoris is a small cylindrical mass composed of two small erectile bodies, the corpora cavernosa, and numerous nerves and blood vessels. The clitoris is located at the anterior junction of the labia minor. The layer of the skin called the prepuce of the clitoris is formed at the point where labia majora unite and cover the body of the clitoris. The exposed portion of the clitoris is the gland. Clitoris. Clitoris is homologous to the glans penis in male. Like the male structure, and clitoris is capable of a large upon tactile stimulation and have a role in sexual excitement in female. The region between the labia minora is the vestibules. Within the vestibules are the hymen, if still present, the vaginal orifice, the external urethra orifice, and the opening of the duct of several glands. So up till now we have seen uterus, vulva, vagina, cervix, and histology of the uterus we have seen. So these are the female organs which take place, which help in the delivery and urination and give a passage for the sperms. The vestibule is a homologous urethra of the male. The vaginal orifice, the opening of the vagina or exterior, occupy the greater portion of the vestibule and is bordered by the hymen. Anterior to the vaginal orifice and posterior to the clitoris is the external urethral orifice, opening of the urethra to the exterior. On either side of the external urethral orifice are the opening of the duct of paraurethral Scans gland. These mucus secretion glands are embedded in the wall of the urethra. The paraurethral glands are homologous to the prostate on other side of the vaginal orifice itself are the greater vestibule Bartholin glands which open by duct into a groove between the hymen and labia minora. They produce a small quantity of the mucus during sexual arousal and intercourse that add to the cervix mucus and provide lubrication. The greater vestibular glands are homologous to the bulbourethral glands, the male. Several lesser vestibules glands also open into the vestibules. The bulb of the vestibules consists of two elongated masses of the erectile tissue just beneath the labia on its side of the vaginal orifice. The bulb of the vestibules becomes engorged with blood during sexual arousal, narrowing the vaginal orifice and placing pressure on the penis during intercourse. The bulb of the vestibule is homologous to the corpus spongulosum and bulb of the penis is in male. So this is all about today's lecture. So we have covered one thing more we can say down here. The perineum is the diamond-shaped area medial to the thigh and buttock of both male and female. And it contains the external genitalia and anus. The perineum is bounded anteriorly by the pubic symphysis, laterally by the scalp tuberosities, and posteriorly by the coccyx bone. A transverse line drawn between the scalp tuberosities divides the perineum into an anterior urethral triangle that contains the external contains external genitals and a posterior triangle that contains anus. So now we have completed perineum, vulva, vagina, uterus. We have discussed all structures and certain glands present at that area. This is all about for today, and we'll see you in the next class.